Hello, this is Forge of the Warhammer mods, and welcome in today's mod spotlight. Today we will be taking a look at the old world campaign, which has been updated latest week. Talked about its starting position, the map composition, and some essential submods. So let's dive in. This mod adds an old world campaign. It's created by ChaosRobie and Partibus. As you can see, this is the map from Reddit, which presents all the starting factions and locations. And in the newest versions, we have an actual chaos domains presented. So Korn, Singe, Slanesh, and Nurgle. And I will show you how this map presents in game in a moment. So to start this mod, we need also a Mixu unlocker and a mod configuration tool. Okay, so as you can see, we have an option to start the modded campaign, the old world. And here we have an option to select a faction. And some of the factions are not present by default on the game map. For example, as you can see, regarding the Lizardmen, we have only some of the legendary lords who are scattered around the old world. But we have an option in the game config to change these default lords. So for example, we can open this mod configuration tool. We can open the section of the old world campaign, and now we have an option, for example, to adjust the Conquata static faction in Albion, and we can change it to any other legendary lord from Lizardmen. And the same applies to the Katai, to the Dark Elves and High Elves. So really we have an option to play as any lord who is present in the normal campaign.
Empire's blessings, yes.
So let's check now how the Realms of Chaos looks in game. So here we are as Tamur Khan in the Realms of Khorne, near his starting location. As you can see, he starts here in Zaibajin, and we can, by defeating this minor faction at that location, we can open a rift to enter the dominion of the Blood God. And as you can see, it looks just like the dominion of Khorne. There's a lot of lava, some scorched ground, and we have multiple settlements here to capture. The same applies to Be'lakor and the realms of Slanesh. As you can see, we have this kind of fog-like bridges that we need to use to enter the realms of chaos. So let's use it now. And as we come into the realms of chaos, as you can see, we have an attrition, and it really serves a purpose that the realms of chaos are this uninhabitable place that drains the life of every non-demonic entity, and it will be hard to a player to really survive here without any preparation. So as you can see, the realm of Slanesh looks really nice. We have these circles that we can go lower, lower and lower, and in the center we have a palace of Slanesh. Epidemius already starts at the dominion of Nurgle, so we have an option to really build our power right here to conquer all of these lands, and then with the combined forces attack the lands of the mortal realms. So as you can see, this area also looks very nice. We have the changed models for the trees, and I also want to spotlight some other feature. We have this kind of portals here in the Lands of Chaos that we can use to traverse to other Chaos God realms. So let's use it now. Okay, and after one turn of traversal time, we are back into the realms of Tzeentch. So as you can see, we just came from the portal, and this dominion also looks very nice. There's a lot of floating islands. We have some custom meshes here, for example, for the Impossible Fortress. So it also looks great. And as you can see, for example, Nurgle armies take attrition in the lands of the Tzeentch corruption. So the player must prepare to that if he wants to conquer the other realms of chaos. And now something different. We have Noctil starting near the Great Maelstrom, Sea Maelstrom, and as you can see, it has been expanded quite massively. So now we have these small islands here. We have some rafts. We have this area covering it around, and we have multiple settlements. And here in the center, all around with these bones, giant bones of sea creatures, we have an sea maw. So now the Vampire Coast has much more settlements to build up their power right here, and then build a fleet and conquer some other additional lands. We also have a very interesting starting position. We're starting as Clan Molder with Trot, and as you can see, we have an very extended help it right here. So if we have these circles that we need to go lower and lower, and we have multiple settlements here to capture, and here is the entrance to help it. So right now the depth of the Skaven Undercity is really presented on the map. This really gives an option to develop this area and prepare additional armies to conquer the lands. And this expanded terrain also applies to the Dwarfs, for example, by starting as a Trogrim Grudgebearer and Dwarfs as Karas Akarak. As you can see, this location here still looks very nice as a proper dwarven fortress. And here we have an area of Zufbar with the much expanded lake. We have additional canyon here to cross. We have much more forests, and here the lands of the southern realms. And right here we have Barak Var. So it's a great distance now, with multiple provinces from Karasakarak to Barak Var. And now it's time for Chaos Dwarfs and Astrogoth. Here we start on the northern part of the campaign map in Uskulak, and as you can see, we have additional location here surrounded with mountains, pits of Uskulak. So as you can see, it's really a repeating scheme with additional locations in the depths or in the kind of surrounded places on the map that we can capture and develop our strength as a faction. And regarding the Chaos Dwarfs, here we have an barren wastes of the native area of the Chaos Dwarfs. And as you can see, now the Zarna Grund area is much more developed. We have additional settlements here, and In the southern part we have this kind of barren wastes that nothing lives in, and there are only clans of some hobgoblins tribes scattering around. So for example, as you can see, that on the black now starts on this kind of road, developed road, that leads from the Zarnagrund to the lands of the Gorgoth. And last but not least, a fan favorite, Empire, played with Karl Franz. As you can see, we also start here in Altdorf, just as a normal campaign, but right now this whole area of Empire is much more detailed. We have multiple settlements right here. We have a separation for Marienburg and Elftown, and here there's an option to start as additional elven factions. And here we have additional provinces, for example, Karlburg. This whole area is covered with forest and looks really, really nice. Here we have multiple settlements also at Brass Keep and this kind of mountain pass in the middle of Empire. So it really looks great. So let's now talk briefly about the submods to the Old World campaign mode. The things I recommended most is the Chaos Invasion mode that is updated to the Old World campaign, and this mod adds a fantastic endgame Chaos Invasion that is scripted. It really has a cooldown, just as any endgame in normal game, but it adds some additional legendary battles to defeat the champions of Chaos and different Chaos factions. We have also an opportunity to tweak this mod using the mod configuration menu to suit your needs, and you have an option to set up its difficulty and the kind of factions, for example, only Warriors of Chaos like, or only demonic, Chaos Dwarfs, and many more. So this is a must-have regarding the campaign as Forces of Order who wants to stay against the invasion of Chaos in the late game. We have an option also to toggle endgame trigger. This is very handy when you are so far in your campaign that you want to really have this endgame scenario, endgame challenge of Chaos Invasion, but you are still waiting for it to trigger. Now you have an option to just press this button and the endgame crisis will start. Other mod is the legendary lore for the old world. So this mod really adds some additional lore information regarding the factions, places, so you can deep dive in and learn more about these areas around you. And the last is old world victory objective and increases. And this adds multiple custom victory conditions to some of the factions. This mode is expanding to other factions. Right now it has support for 11 factions and custom victory objectives. So that's it for today. I hope you like it. This mod, the Old World campaign, is a great piece of work, so kudos for ChaosRobie and other authors for managing all of that. It surely is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, campaign map that was ever presented in the Total War series. It has almost 1,700 settlements, and I encourage everyone to play it on this campaign with your favorite mod list. I played right now, for example, as Chaos Dwarfs, and most of the mods played just normally or have suitable submods, so there's no problem with that. So let's give a like for ChaosRobie on the mod page, and if you like this video, please comment, subscribe, and stay for more. Thank you and cheers.